Entrepreneurs, let's be honest. How many personal relationships have you strained or even lost because you just couldn't shut off your fixer brain? So you give your friends, your spouse, even your kids these step-by-step action plans. You know, the same kind of plan you would use to grow your business. You know it's solid advice, you know it would work, but instead of thanking you, they actually pull away. The texts get shorter, the conversations stop, and suddenly you're left wondering, what just happened? I was only trying to help. Well, here's the hard truth. What feels like help to you often feels like control to them. And if you don't catch this pattern early, it will quietly destroy the very relationships you care about most. So why do so many of us entrepreneurs fall into this trap? Well, as small business owners, solving problems, that's our superpower. We see inefficiency, we build a system. We see chaos, we build a process. We see a struggling team member, we map out a game plan for them. So this works really well in business, but at home with friends, that same drive can turn people into projects. And nobody wants to feel like your side hustle. So there's a hidden cost that you've probably never considered to these conversations. Every time you swoop in with phrases like you should or here's what I would do, the underlying message is this: I don't believe you can handle your own life. Now, this may initially seem overly dramatic, but stick with me. The people that you're speaking with often view this conversation much differently than you do. The dynamic doesn't feel like love, it feels like judgment. And over time, that's going to erode respect, trust, and even intimacy. So think about it. When was the last time you sat with somebody who was discussing a challenge without offering a single solution to them? For fixers like us, that silence is so uncomfortable. But for them, your silence might feel like the deepest form of respect. So why can't we turn it off? Why do we feel this compulsive need to fix things? Well, for a lot of entrepreneurs, fixing is tied to our identity. Our value has always been measured by the problems we solve. Clients hire us to solve problems, teams follow us because we solve their problems. Our entire business lives depend on that ability. But here's the other side of that coin. In relationships, fixing isn't love, it's often fear. Fear of not being needed, fear of being irrelevant, fear of not having value outside of that performance that we're used to being measured by. And here's the really uncomfortable part. While we're pouring our energy into fixing everyone else's problems, we're often avoiding the one place that truly needs our attention, our own life. It's easier to play an expert in someone else's mess than it is to be a patient in our own. So sometimes we even gravitate towards people that we see as being broken because deep down, we're trying to fix in others what we can't face in ourselves. All right, this fixer mentality, it doesn't just exhaust you, it actually cripples the people you love as well. When you constantly hand them solutions, they don't build their own problem-solving muscles. They don't develop resilience, and instead, they start to believe the story you're telling them. I'm broken, I'm not capable, and I need someone else to manage my life. Now, that power imbalance, it not only kills the connection between you, suddenly you're the all-knowing expert as well, and they're the perpetual student. That's not a partnership, that ends up being a project. Over time, resentment is going to build. Sometimes they're going to tell you directly, hey, I just need you to stop and listen, not fix me right now. But more often, they're actually going to go silent. They're going to withdraw, and by the time you realize what's happening, that relationship has already been eroded. The good news is that you can quickly break this cycle. Now, it starts with a shift in mindset. Your job is not to fix people, it's simply to believe in them. So here are 3 practical habits you can start using today to make this shift. Number 1, listen without solving. When somebody shares, don't immediately craft a plan in your head. Just listen, nod, and validate. Sometimes the most powerful words you can say are, wow, that sounds really tough, and I'm going to be here for you. Number 2 is ask for permission. This is one I had to learn the hard way, but it changed everything for me once I nailed it. Before you offer a single idea, try saying this: Would it help right now if I shared some advice, or do you want me just to listen right now? This one sentence honors their autonomy and it transforms you from a potential intruder into a trusted ally. And number three, redirect your fixer energy inward. That powerful urge to organize, solve, and improve, turn it on yourself. What's one area of your life that needs attention right now? What have you been neglecting? Modeling growth instead of always trying to manage it in others is a great way to lead. And when you make these shifts, two powerful things are going to start to happen. Number one, your relationship is going to deepen because people feel seen and safe with you. And ironically, people start asking for help even more because now they trust that it comes from this place of love, not control. All right, and if you've been wondering what the heck does this have to do with business, here's the entrepreneurial spin on it. Most people don't get this, but your ability to separate fixing from supporting directly impacts your business too. So think about this from a team perspective. Do they feel empowered or do they feel micromanaged? Do they see you as a leader who believes in them or a fixer who doesn't trust them? When you stop trying to fix everyone, you're going to create more leaders, not more dependents. Now that's how you're going to scale a business that will thrive in the future. All right, entrepreneurship, it's all about solving problems. But life is about connections. And if you want to win at both, you have to know when to build systems and when to just sit in silence. So here's my challenge to you this week. The next time you feel that urge to fix someone, just pause, bite your tongue for a minute, and ask yourself, am I trying to help them or am I trying to control this situation? Now, if this landed with you today, hit that subscribe button. Every week, I share tools to help entrepreneurs achieve complete time, financial, and emotional freedom without sacrificing the relationships that matter most to them. And let me know in the comments down below, have you been the fixer recently or the one being fixed? Sharing your story might be the first step to breaking this cycle for yourself or another small business owner. Because at the end of the day, the people you love, they don't need you to be their hero. They need you to be present. And that lesson, that's what's going to make you a better entrepreneur, a better partner, and a better human.